After a Minecraft theory goes wrong, I fall into an ocean and wake up in a new dimension. This is Minecraft Into the Abyss. I started off day 3 with talking to a guy named Steven, and oh man, he had a story. He talked about 2 ancient gods, one named Nosaj, the ruler of peace, and one named Roka, the ruler of darkness. Apparently, Roka wanted to rule everything and they had a fight that left Nosaj dead. I asked why Nosaj died. Steven said Nosaj used all their power to banish Roka to the Abyss dimension, where I was, but Roka and his minions are slowly conquering the Abyss and making their return. It seems like somehow I got stuck in the middle of stopping this dark ancient god. I asked Steven if there was any way we could kill the Roka boss. He said there's only one way to stop him, and I have to find a monolith and return the pages to him. This was such a crazy story, but I went looking for him. But I started to feel like what Steven was saying was true, because when I went into the forest, I got a boss bar that said the Roka. I don't know if this was the Roka himself, or maybe one of his minions, but either way, I couldn't see a thing. I kept traveling, and eventually I got blindness too. But this time it was something different. The blindness kept resetting. As long as I stayed in whatever area I was in, the blindness would keep resetting, so I had to leave. I finally went back to one of these structures because maybe this was one of the monoliths that Steven was talking about. When I got to the top though, there was a random spawner and I just decided to break it. But when I looked around, there was just absolutely nothing here. I found another one and I tried exploring the lower levels this time. Maybe I missed a chest or something. On the first floor, I just found a scorpion spawner, which I had to break. The second floor, the exact same thing, just a scorpion spawner. And then the third floor, well, I'm sure you guessed it, it was a third scorpion spawner. I went to the final floor, but there was someone following me from behind, and then he just teleported away. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't see where he went. This was getting really creepy. I looked off to the side and I saw him again. I tried going over, but he kept teleporting away and shooting things at me. I really did not want to get into this, so I just ran for my life. I talked to this guy Lorenzo and he told me there was a portal to the frost dimension deep in the caves, and I ended up finding it. I went into the room and there was a portal there, but I didn't have anything to light it with. But little did I know, I had all the materials I needed to make a key to light the portal. I used ice diamonds and the new stone from that room and made a key of ice. I used the key and lit the portal. I went through the portal and came out in a giant black stone room. I went to the surface and I found an insane ice biome. This place was massive. I looked around and it seemed like there were some warriors, and they definitely started attacking me, so I started swinging at them. They didn't seem too harmful, but after a couple came in, they actually did a good amount of damage, and they shot these weird smoke things that actually attacked me too. But, of course, their greatest weakness was the fact that I could build up 3 blocks high, and they can't touch me whatsoever. So, I did that strategy and took them down. They ended up dropping these things called night shards, but I didn't know what they did. I couldn't craft anything with them. But I really hoped it led to better armor because I really needed it. I went exploring and I found a forest biome in the frozen world. I traveled for a really long time, but I didn't find anything significant. No structures, no interesting people to talk to, just these night mobs. But I did go back to Lorenzo after going to the frost world, and he gave me something. It was a ring of invisibility. It said it makes you invisible, so I right-clicked it, and sure enough, I was completely invisible. I was really hoping this worked against mobs though. I really needed to discover what this whole Roka thing was about. Let's see what secrets we can discover in day 4.